Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your host, the Smackdown Submission Specialist,
I'm Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Smackdown review from the 7th of July. You like that introduction?
I do. Very appropriate for someone who we gave a shout out to a few episodes back.
Yeah, the man who tapped out on the limo.
Oh,
I'm not good with submissions, man.
yeah. I think to be fair though, my hands are glad those days are over. I used to get blisters.
Yeah, tell me about it. You gave me a couple.
Oh, I did enjoy being Benoit on SmackDown.
Yeah, don't I know it. Well, for those of you who don't know, we used to play SmackDown a lot. Here Comes the Pain versus Raw, and the rest of them. And we once had an epic Iron Man match that ended, I think, 6-6 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I got 2 pinfalls, or like a submission and a pinfall in the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah, you did, because you got me in the submission and then pinned right after. It was like, and I was just in agony by that point. Right, okay, on to the show.
Well, we had JoJo in the ring, and she was about to announce a singles match set for 1 fall. But then she got interrupted by our WWE champion.
Woo! Yep, Dean Ambrose proclaiming himself the special guest referee, timekeeper, ring announcer, and everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we had the participants. It was Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins.
A bit of a strange one. I mean, Jey Uso on his own in a singles match. I mean, I prefer Jimmy personally.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're still, even though he's not on telly, trying to keep the whole Roman side of the rivalry alive, even though he isn't on telly.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that one. Makes sense.
Yeah, it was a decent match, and we had some very highly comical moments with Dean making some announcements.
Yeah, the guy's truck being towed away. You're being towed. Please move your vehicle.
Yeah, and then I think, didn't we have this match has been going on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was a good
one. And of course it majorly pissed off Seth, and he just kept on looking over him, shouting, "What the hell are you doing?" So yeah, and then say it was a solid, decent match, and then inevitably though, Seth picked up the victory.
Yeah, with the pedigree.
Yep.
And what? Dean went into the ring to raise his hand, and Seth went, "Nope, none of that." Ran out of there.
And Dean shouted out, "What? I want to raise your hand. You're the victor." Yeah, it was a good way to open up the show.
Yeah, I'm liking the fact that the main eventers don't treat SmackDown like it's a B show.
No, anyone can be anywhere on the card.
Because, Cena doesn't normally like to show up on SmackDown.
No, I have noticed that quite a lot. There is a few wrestlers that just don't turn up for SmackDown.
No. Cena only does the big shows. Prick.
Even though at one point he was the face of SmackDown.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and many kissed asses ago.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next match. We had Zack Ryder versus Sheamus.
Yeah, Zack Ryder coming out with new music, which was weird.
Well, you say new music. Essentially, it was his old theme. It had just been spiced up by getting a rock band to do their own spin on it.
Yeah, it sounded different. It's a lot more rockier. Whether they're actually doing something with Zack Ryder now, I'm not 100% sure, but...
Well, it's looking that way. I mean, yeah, it was a semi-decent match.
It wasn't all that long.
No, but Zack Ryder ended up picking up the victory again over Sheamus.
And then he challenged Rusev for the US title.
Yep, because we had, as he was making his way up the apron, we had Tom Phillips come out and had a few quick words with him, and then Sheamus was charging up the apron, so Zach quickly turned around to Tom and said, I think Sheamus wants to talk to you, Tom, and then he quickly skedaddled out of there.
Yeah.
And then Sheamus just basically flipped off at Tom Phillips.
You won't laugh at me.
You think this is funny?
It's good. I mean, I'm guessing this is the Titus O'Neil and Rusev rivalry done and dusted.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. So, and then, please pardon us if we don't get the timing essentially correct, but then, I believe possibly after this match, did we have a moment with Becky Lynch where she came out, she was meant to have a match, and then as soon as she got to the bottom, she got attacked by Natalya.
Yeah, this was somewhere during the show. I don't remember where, but yeah, this happened. Sort of similar to what happened on Smackdown last week, I think it was, or Raw last week. When Becky Lynch was supposed to have a match, but ended up attacking Natalya, who was sitting in commentary.
Yeah.
So this was just the reverse of that.
Yep. Keeping it going.
I'm not sure where exactly this feud's going. Did they turn Natalya heel so Becky Lynch would have someone to fight?
I'd like to think in the coming weeks it'll become a lot more apparent what their plans are.
Yeah, they need to do something because, like I say, I don't want to go off on one again, but this women's division is boring at the moment.
Yeah, it's not good.
So, the next singles match.
Yeah, I believe start out with Enzo and Big Cass coming out, talking a bit of trash and hyping up the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they explained that they didn't come out specifically to help John Cena. It was more a case of trying to protect themselves because they didn't want the club beating them up.
Yeah. Yeah, and just showing that they're not intimidated by him.
And then, of course, we had the club come out, obviously.
Yep. We have another classic Carl Anderson's new catchphrase. Well, geez, AJ, thanks for asking. And then, I think wasn't there another reference to like hot Asian?
No. What it was they were going to mention going out and getting something to eat, and Carl Anderson mentioned getting like an Asian dessert.
That was it, yeah. That was it.
And they were like, okay. Whatever.
Yeah. But in the end, AJ ended up singling out Enzo and challenging him to a singles match.
Yeah, I quite like that because we've seen a lot of what Big Cass can do in the last couple of weeks. It's good to see what Enzo can do on his own.
Yeah.
Because Big Cass has a huge future. Let's not dilly about here.
Yeah.
When this tag team is done, he's very easily going to replace Big Show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so as well. And plus as well, we've got to remember as well, Enzo's heavily over with the crowd as well. Possibly more for his mic skills more than anything, but you know, he's still a valued member of the team, and he could possibly have a future if and when they split up Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, it was good to see Enzo on his own. He's got some good moves to him. This was actually a decent match.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Enzo, in the end, AJ picked up the victory.
Yeah, there were some distractions on the outside of the ring, including a very nasty-looking double big boot.
Yeah.
Gallows and Big Cass booted each other.
Yeah, that's right.
And Enzo walked into the Styles Clash. And that was pretty much the end of the match.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I think it was possibly around this time we had a backstage segment with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He couldn't find his scarf.
Oh, yeah, his cashmere scarf.
Yeah, he was flipping off, going around, going, "Who's got my scarf? Who's got my scarf?" And then he looked around. Who was there? Kevin Owens wearing his scarf.
Yeah.
And he got off on one saying, "That's pashmina, that is. Damn it, it's very expensive and all this." And then he's grabbed it, he's like, "Is this mustard on there? Have you wiped your mouth on my scarf?"
Well, he was eating popcorn, apparently.
Yeah.
I just liked he said, how much did you pay for it? $700. It's probably worth no more than about $4.
So, yeah. And then Kevin said to him, "Good luck in his match against Sammy tonight, later on." And then as he's and then Jericho stormed off and called him a stupid idiot. And then Kevin just fought back with, "I heard that," and then Jericho went, "You were meant to."
Good rivalry. Could be another rivalry down the line.
Yeah, hopefully so. And then move on to the next match, which was also built up with a tiny thing backstage, but I think it was from earlier in the day or something.
Yeah, another thing that's making Miz look really pathetic.
Yeah, Miz. Well, I think there was about 5 of the wrestlers backstage watching the food fight from on Raw. And then Miz and his wife Maurice come in and look disgusted that his fellow wrestlers were there laughing at his expense.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, so in the end, Miz demanded to know who had thrown the food at him. Nobody owned up to it, but inevitably the Miz singled out Kalisto, the smallest guy there.
Yeah, the smallest guy in the room.
And said, "It was you. I want to see you now in the ring."
Way to go, Miz.
And that was our next match. Kalisto versus The Miz.
Yeah. Another heel versus face match. Kalisto, they don't really have a real direction for at the moment. He's just sort of there.
Ever since he lost the US title, it's just sort of like, well, what? One week we'll have him with Sin Cara, and then the next week we'll sort of do whatever.
Again, they don't know what they're doing with him. Like a lot of the roster.
Yeah.
This was an okay match. I mean, you know how Miz matches tend to go. Nothing special.
Nah.
Maurice getting involved, getting in the way of moves.
Yeah. And then, inevitably, The Miz picked up the victory.
Yeah, skull-crushing finale and the win. I might remind everyone that he wasn't the first one to use that move. Go back and watch No Mercy 2001. It was called The Breakdown. Jericho used it on The Rock. So The Miz, not as inventive as he'd like everyone to believe.
Mm.
So, I think it's main event time.
Yes, very exciting match to look forward to. Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn.
Oh, wonderful.
And then we had the added joys of Kevin Owens on commentary.
Yeah, and he's great at commentary.
Yeah, Sammy come out first, showing off his high energy as always. Then Kevin Owens come back, sat by Byron Saxton, much to his disgust. Then he started talking trash with Sammy. In fact, at one point I think he said to him, "I hope you break your ankle."
He did say that.
Yeah, and then Jericho come out. Match got started. It was a good, solid match. Say, everyone knows what to expect from Jericho over the years, and Sammy bringing his high-flying, athletic approach to matches. It was a really good, all-round match.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
With the added interest of Kevin Owens on commentary.
Yeah, and he was not happy that Sammy banged his table while he was working.
Ooh, no. That did not go down well. Yeah, did he, squirt water over him or something?
Yeah, he threw a bottle of water over him.
Yeah, said he's trying to work here and make the match more interesting than what it isn't already.
And that was sort of the end of Kevin Owens' commentary because Sami Zayn then picked up Jericho and chucked him into Kevin Owens.
Yep. And then when it returned to the ring, Sammy hitting a couple of moves, and then Chris was lined up in the corner, and unfortunately Kevin Owens jumped up at the same time, and both of them got a big boot to the face.
Yeah, Kevin Owens took a nasty haluva kick to the face, knocking him off the apron. I think Jericho might have gone for the walls of Jericho, but much is becoming Sami Zayn's recent matches. He tends to get roll-ups out of nowhere, different pinning positions.
Yeah.
I mean, he's caught a few different wrestlers with this now, Rusev, Cesaro,
Hmm.
and now Jericho, which you'd argue is the biggest win of his WWE career so far.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. So, yeah, and yeah, Sami Zayn ended up picking up the victory, and that was your show. But despite what they said, we did have something else afterwards, but it wasn't really announced on television.
No.
It was more on the internet and after the show had gone off. But like they said on Raw, they would be announcing Brock Lesnar's opponent for Smackdown. For SummerSlam.
That's the one.
SummerSlam, people.
SummerSlam. August 21st.
Yeah. And
Who's it going to be? Drum roll.
much to our shock or surprise, it was none other than the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's not been on TV in a long time. I mean, a real long time.
Yeah. And then there's the ongoing rumours of his possible failed drugs test a few months ago and that, and, you know, the whole charade of it being, if that is true, his third wellness policy.
Yep.
Suspension, which would inevitably end in him having his contract ripped up.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be the most high-profile firing since Brett.
Yeah, it'd have to be. So, yeah.
I mean, that is a real interesting matchup because Brock and Orton were in the same class in OVW.
This is true.
Which a lot of people don't remember.
2002, they broke in, and well, there was a couple of other quite high-profile names in there.
Yeah.
So John Cena.
Yeah. Batista.
Oh, yes. Who can forget Big Dave?
World's greatest tag team were in there as well. Shelton and Charlie.
Yes. Sheesh.
It was a talented class.
It was.
And for some strange reason, Brock and Randy have never fought on a pay-per-view in all that time.
No, which is, as you say, very surprising to hear.
So if this is built up right, this could be an epic SummerSlam match.
Could steal the night, potentially.
I mean, Orton has the ability to bring out good matches out of people.
At the end of the day, what do you need to say about Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I just wish that they would sort of move away from the Suplex City thing a bit.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, though. If anyone who's seen the new trailer for the new WWE 2K17, Brock Lesnar's your cover guy, and, well, the intro's got Welcome to Suplex City in it.
If you look back at his original run in 2002 to 2004, he did a lot more than just suplexes.
Yeah.
I mean, God's sake, he's a former NCAA champion.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously this time round, when he's come back into the company, they're playing quite a bit on his time away from the company when he was involved in UFC, mixed martial arts side of it. And plus as well, in a few days' time as well, we've got Brock Lesnar making his big return to UFC.
That'd be interesting.
I believe his name's Mark Hunt. He's 8th ranked for the heavyweight title in the UFC at the minute.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that falls out and what it'll mean and the implications for SummerSlam.
Do you think Orton will make appearances on TV coming up to SummerSlam? Or is it just going to be at SummerSlam?
To be fair, do you see Lesnar doing many appearances on telly?
3, maybe. He's
Yeah.
got to have some dates left. They haven't used him since... What? When was his last appearance? WrestleMania?
Might be.
I don't think he's been... Yeah, I'd say WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
So yeah, he's bound to have more than a few dates.
Yeah. Right. I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, that will do it. So, from your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H, we will see you on the next one. See ya!